only thing I don't like is it keeps freezing. Don't know why it's doing that. So I have to go to Flow Kunle and see what is going on. So this is Flow Kunle. See why that is. I'm going to go to this computer and go to Flow Kunle. Alright, so we're going to see when I pop up on the screen over there, I'm talking. Let's see what microphone I'm using. Blue Yeti. Microphone is the Blue Yeti. Okay. I'm using the Blue Yeti. So we'll see how it sounds in a minute. I'm going to go over to my other computer. I need my earpieces. All right, I'm back. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Excuse me. Let's try this. Put the mic right here. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to test with me? Take my glasses off. So if I look into the camera, so what I'm trying to say is that you need to focus on growing your business. If you don't focus on growing your business, you're not really going to get the results that you're looking for. If anybody's watching, how are you? I'm just testing the live stream. Trying to figure out how I share this with people. I don't see where to share. Maybe I shared here. Maybe I click on the YouTube thingy. It says live. Actually, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. Go to YouTube Creator Studio, videos, live streams. Now go to events. Then I'm going to copy this, close that. Then I'm going to send this message to my wife. Live stream everything I'm doing at the office, so even now my wife can see what I'm doing at the office when she's not here. Okay, now I'm testing it with my hand on my chin, and I'm closer to the microphone. Let's see how that sounds. Looks pretty good. No, I'm not getting the neat. Try neat. We already have one. I'm not going to get another one yet. I'm on Uber.com. The ride sharing driver. Okay, let me close this. Sign up for Uber SUV.
See, I believe that my mind, and I believe your mind, accepts everything as a reality. It just believes whatever you tell it to believe. I'm a nasty person. Your mind says, okay, let's roll. I'm hungry. Let's roll. I need to eat more. Let's roll. I can't work out. Let's roll. See, your mind basically just accepts whatever data you give it. When I started this daily ritual over 25 years ago, I wrote down, I own 20 apartments. This was the first time I ever did. I own 20 plus apartments. I don't even know where that came from. I didn't own apartments. I've never read a book on apartments. I've never done any research on apartments. I have no clue. As I sat there and wrote as fast as I could where it came from. The next day it showed up again. 3 days later it shows up again. 3 months later it's still on the pad. A year later it's on the pad. Okay? Now also throughout that period of time, other things would go. I'm in the perfect shape of my life. That would come and go. Every other week it would show up and it would go away. It was never there all the time. That 20 apartments, dude, it was there every day. My first apartment deal was 8 years later and it was 38 units. Okay? 30 days later I bought 48 units. 60 days after that I bought 92 units. Literally within a period of like 4 or 5 months I had bought over 100 units and my goal was 20 apartments or more. I don't even know why I was writing it down. Maybe because it was buried deep and so deep inside of me that I never even thought about it every day because I was so busy, too busy just doing a job.
Okay, so I'm using 68% of the CPU. Let me see what happens if I play a YouTube video. I'm using 9 gigs of RAM. Let's play this Uber video.
Essentially, depending on what hours you're working. Anyway, so let's get started. Like I said, I started in December. I applied on a Tuesday. I had to pass 5 background checks. You can't have any D-dubs in the last 3 years. You have to have a pretty clean driving record. I think that consists of less than 3 moving violations in the last 7 years. I could be wrong on that. First paycheck for completing 15 rides, and that happens on your first check after you finish 25 trips. So 1TRPQ, that's my code. Use that. Anyways, okay. So back to it.
So
first thing I want to talk about is safety. If you're a bad driver, if you can't figure out how to use a navigation, and if you don't speak English, maybe you shouldn't be an Uber driver. A lot of customers appreciate somebody that can get them around and that knows their way around the city. That's probably one of the biggest complaints I hear from passengers is about other drivers that don't know what's going on. Now, let's see. You got to be friendly to your passengers. You meet people from all walks of life. I might get a millionaire around in my truck. I do not
what
have
happens
the
if
most
I do this and
gas-efficient
look at the
vehicle.
camera?
Like
So I'm doing this
and,
and I'm looking at the camera. Does this sound any better to you?
One thing I want to talk about
or
is the
does it sound
Spotify
worse?
app that Uber dropped
Let
for
me
the
know.
passengers. I've given 1,000 rides and I've never used it. I use Bluetooth in my car and it doesn't work, and they want you to be plugged in for Uber, and they'll pick up the passenger and you only give them a ride 5 minutes and you're waiting 10 minutes in between. It gets tough. Another thing I want to tell you about is if you've been driving, one of the things you'll notice, customers will cancel on you. Now, if you're new to driving, you may not know this yet. The customer can cancel a ride, and as long as it's within 5 minutes of ordering the ride, they won't be charged. So, for example, if I get a call and I have to drive 7 minutes, and I drive 3 miles and I'm almost there, but they cancel within 5 minutes, I don't get any credit for the fare. I don't get anything. Now, if it goes over 5 minutes, whether they get in your car or not, if they cancel, or if you're waiting and they take too long and you cancel, you get a $5 reimbursement for that. So it's not a bad deal. Surge pricing is the next thing I have on my list to talk to you about. Now, surge pricing is where I can make a killing. You have to be kind of smart. You have to work the system a little bit because it shows you where the surge pricing is. Now, it may be surging in the middle of the city, and if I just so happen to be when I go into this and I turn my app on, boom, it shows me where I'm at. There's surge pricing right now. So if we go to, I live in Egan, so I'm a ways away from the city. But if I move into the city here, right now, it's 1.5 times the fare. So I'm going to give you an example here just to show you. So right now, if I go to my regular Uber app, so as if I was a passenger, this is how it pulls it up. Now notice my PIN. My PIN is in Egan, but if I move the PIN to Minneapolis, right, here's my little window of Minneapolis. Now, if I move it there, it'll show you right here a little lightning bolt next to where it says Uber X. Okay, so it also shows you all the drivers. So if we zoom in here, these are all the drivers that are downtown right now waiting for rides, and you'll see them disappear. And the reason they disappear is because they got a fare. Now, when I click, it'll show you, okay, Uber right now. Oh wow, and of course it goes right off. Of course it went off as surge. Hold on. So for example, let's just do Uber XL. They're surging right now. So when you click here, it'll show you it's 2 times the fare. So the minimum is let's see, $13 fare. And if you click again, it'll show you what the fare is going to cost you. So it'll be right now for Uber XL, it's a $6 fare. 60 cents a minute, $5 a mile. So that's 2 times the regular fare right there. Now Uber X, you go into that,